What's up everyone, Lion Roar here, and I'm back with another Gemstone Legends video, and in this one, I'm going to cover a brand new legendary Stellar Dynasty hero named EVANDOR, and he's got a lot of the qualities I really like to see in the best heroes in the game, so of course I'm going to cover all that and do a summons. Alright, so EVANDOR is our latest Stellar Dynasty hero, and of course they always have fantastic, like best in game fantastic base stats here, and you can see that continues with EVANDOR. The speed really sticks out at being 250, plus 20 if you do the awakening. And the HP looks really strong. Attack is probably one of the strongest features of the base stats here, and defense is high as well. Let's take a look at the abilities. Speed Leader. Now this is what I really like to see, and it increases the speed of all allies in guild related battles. So of course this is something you're going to want to probably set as the leader in war. If you've watched my channel for any amount of time, you know that this is my favorite leader ability. I pretty much just default to setting all my teams to faster speed because I think the fastest teams tend to win. Of course, it's not a hard and fast rule, but there is definitely a strong correlation between the faster your team, the more likely you are to win. It is, I think, in my opinion, the strongest quality or characteristic in this game that you're going to see on heroes. So the active skills here, Arrow of Heartbreak says 100% chance to inflict Bored Jester on all enemies for 3 turns. Now, this is a skill that, or a status, I should say, that we rarely see in this game, and it's because it's so powerful. Basically, you're reducing your opponent's ability to play the game. With Bored Jester, and typically when you do see Bored Jester, it's only affecting one opponent, not all enemies, and certainly not for all, like a whole 3 turns. But Bored Jester makes it so that they can match gems 1 fewer time. And of course, if they're playing the game less, you're playing it more, and if you take advantage of the increased speed abilities that we're going to be spending some time talking about here, it just makes this hero that much better. Deals damage to a single enemy 6,600% of speed. So this is not like I mean that's a very sniper ability, but as you're going to see here, when you combine it with dealing damage to all enemies 23% of target's max HP, it's not just a sniper. You got a sniper and a nuker all in one. So not only are you progressing your game strategy of trying to take out the opposing team, but you're also limiting them from being able to do anything about it. It's just making a really incredibly strong hero here. So yes, I love to see damage dealing based on speed, because that means you can really just focus a ton of your effort on putting equipment on here that increases speed. But then also like dealing damage based on the opponent's max HP. So not only are you targeting the opponent that has the most HP, you're dealing a lot of damage to it and then everybody else, depending on how big that HP is. That also helps from HP stacking. You sometimes see in really defensive teams some HP stacking going on. So there is that. Also, just to throw it on top of everything else we talked about before, he's going to go ahead and ignore 35% of defense, which is incredible. Of course, this is with all the skills stacked here, so take note of that. You're not going to get that right away. You're going to have to work on this hero, but this is going to be good out of the box, as it's said. Okay, Lunar Veil is the passive. When attacking with gemstones, has a 100% chance to inflict vulnerability status for 3 turns on the attacked enemy. So when that opponent has vulnerability, they're going to take more special skill damage. It's like 30% more. So that in turn with what we just saw means you're dealing an incredible amount of damage here. He also grants himself Stone Skin status for 2 turns if he successfully inflicts at least 3 negative statuses using his special ability, which shouldn't be too hard to do, to be quite honest. And Stone Skin means he's not going to take damage then. So there is that. And then grants himself increased speed status for 4 turns if he kills an enemy. So now we're just increasing the speed more. Okay, so you're already trying to max out the speed on the equipment that you're putting on, then you're getting it. I mean, it's just starting to pile up here. Also, as with any of these Stellar Dynasty heroes, mana gain is going to be decreased by 40%, or these would just be totally overpowered. They already are kind of overpowered. but that's on purpose. They're harder to get. They're more special. And then speed increased by 20 and crit rate increased by 15% if you max out the skills here. All right, so this is, I think in my mind, just automatically one of the best heroes in the game, and I have to try and summon for him. I only have 2 Astral Scrolls, so I'm going to do my best here. I would love to walk away with him. I haven't gotten too many legendaries of the Stellar Dynasty, so it's something that, you know, I'm really crossing my fingers. Oh, we're getting one. We're getting one. We're getting one. Who is this? It is Gemini, so we didn't get the featured one. I can try again, by the way. But oh my gosh, we just got a legendary Stellar Dynasty hero, and it is Gemini. That's so cool. So that's Resurrection. Resurrecting all allies with 10% max HP, which can be just really, really, really powerful for keeping a game going, especially when you're building a defensive team. Restores 10 mana to all other allies, restores 10% target max HP and 15% of recurrent HP to all allies, and grants increased resistance to all allies for 2 turns. Wow, this is exciting. And then we've got the Sisterly Love passive. Upon death, she applies invincible status for 2 turns on the ally with the highest attack, and then on the ally with the lowest current HP. Her speed increases by 5 for every dead ally, and mana gain decreased by 60%. Of course, those are the base stats. If you work on the skill, those numbers will all go up. Wow, that's super exciting. But you know what? This hero is so good. I got to use my next Astral Scroll as well. I have to give myself a chance to get him. He is so good. But believe me, I'm already walking away feeling extremely lucky today. So let's see. Let's see what happens. All right, so we got an epic hero, and it's Gurgis, and I've gotten Gurgis before, and I have covered him before, so we are not going to cover him again. But those were my summons. Hey, I'm happy. I didn't get the featured hero, but I am walking away with a legend, of which I haven't gotten too many of before. And check that out. On my next platinum scroll, I'm going to get a guaranteed legend, so I better get myself some platinum scrolls and make another video next time we get a legendary hero. If you enjoy videos like this, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification, and I will catch you in the next one.